is mainly one of the most powerful weapons, like these two held today. Elsa, who's been here a lot of time, but she won't be laughing out loud until she faces her opponent, Jack Frost, the Rise of the Guardians. The fifth Guardian, actually. I'm J Sonic, and it's my job to analyze their stats with its end abilities to find out who will determine their legendary mission. Elsa actually been here a lot of times, so go watch Spider-Man vs. Elsa to learn all about her. So let's skip her to Jack Frost. Thank God, actually. Throughout most of his life, young Jack seems to be more of an average kid, or a teenager, or whatever kind of age he is, I don't even know. But he's far from that. But after a crazy incident with his sister, he wound up falling down an icy river, and potentially making him some of the ice magical dudes around the earth. Now I know there are multiple versions of Jack Frost, but we're mainly sticking with the DreamWorks animation Rise of the Guardians Jack Frost. But anyways, back to this. So Jack Frost actually woke up having ice powers, but having upon his magical staff with him. So with his magical staff, he became stronger and faster. And then the Man in the Moon decided to protect him as the fifth Guardian. The fifth Guardian of Santa Claus, the Easter Bunny, Sandman, the Dream King, and also the Tooth Fairy herself. Which he is the fifth Guardian out of the five. Dang it, I was gonna say four. Forgive me if I'm studying too much. I just woke up, so yeah. I'm doing this a little too early, but this is going to be released at a late date, so never mind. Let's just get to this. So Jack actually is actually stronger than he looks. So Jack actually is fast, capable of going in at 11 miles capable of going at Mach 11, not 11 miles an hour. Well, if he flies, then he goes at about Mach 11. Also, Jack is insanely strong too, being able to keep up with the King of Fears himself, the Boogeyman himself, known as Pitch Black. And also, he succeeded against him with a little help. And also, the Boogeyman himself actually creates a storm full of nightmares. Jack was able to one-shot all of his fears with ice. And plus, even created a massive ice explosion once. It was awesome. Also, he is insanely durable too. Don't believe me? Then let's explain this, shall we? Jack is able to withstand the cold temperature of Antarctica, which at top cold temperature is actually around negative 90 degrees Celsius, which I don't know about that in Fahrenheit, so Google that out. And he is able to withstand Pitch Black, which once created an explosion out of ice to, get rid of all of Jack Frost's fear minions. And taking the height of Jack Frost here, and taking the height of the explosion right here, would be equivalent to about 3 megatons of TNT. That is like getting freaking 3 yachts stomped on your face. But even though he is tough, he does have some weaknesses. Well, his weakness is his he has multiple weaknesses. His durability level is quite average, since bullets or spikes or something can be a fatal flaw to him, obviously. And possibly he can be too, kind for his own good. And also, he loses concentration once not thinking clearly in battle, but his biggest weakness comes from his staff. Now, I know he grants him powers and all that, but simply breaking his staff Jack is mainly nothing with a broken staff, and it takes a while to regain it. But no matter what, Jack Frost will still remain the best ice dude we all know. Alright, catch your votes in people, because this battle is about to be cool, because it's time to see who will determine their cool legendary mission. Yeah. Bye. From Disney Pixar versus DreamWorks, Disney Pixar got the point. Wait, hold the front phone. Elsa just beat Jack Frost? I know you guys are saying. Well, it's complicated. Actually, it's not complicated. This battle was actually pretty close, and it was. You know what? Let's just talk about this. Now, this was actually a tough decision for me because Jack Frost was actually my childhood hero, and The Rise of the Guardians was actually one of my favorite DreamWorks series of all time. But I can't pick winners based on who I like. I have to pick winners based on who is superiorly the better fighter and what the battle is based on. Now, let's talk about this, shall we? Now, both Elsa and Jack do have what it takes to, control their powers at a full force. But however, Elsa does actually have full control of her powers, period. While Jack only has full control of his powers just from his staff. And this is how Elsa will definitely beat Jack Frost. By literally just destroying his staff or even getting rid of his staff right away. Without his staff, he's basically nothing. Now, Elsa has full control of his powers for a number of reasons. She was born with it, and she, is superiorly psychotic with it. Also, I didn't mention this earlier in Elsa vs. Spider-Man because I was too mad at myself for adding Elsa inside, but let me just talk about this, shall we? If someone were to challenge her into a fight, then she's mainly a pacifist, right? But if they continue fighting against Elsa, then she'll have no choice but to end the fight off, making her more violent and uncontrollable, and turns her into a complete monster. And Jack would have to, get that out of the way before he's dead instantly. Now, also, Elsa's powers didn't actually rely on having a tool, so she can use her powers whenever she wanted. Don't get mad at me, please. Now, Jack was stronger, and he actually had the superior durability, but the battle was actually based on who actually controls their powers manually, period. And with that, Jack didn't stand a chance because, like I said, his powers comes from when a tool, while Elsa's powers rely inside of her. So she could use it whenever she wants, while Jack can only use it, but if the staff is broken, he's basically nothing without it. Now, Jack was superiorly more durable, but Elsa was stronger, faster, and had full control of her powers, period. Jack didn't actually had a frozen opportunity in this battle, but Elsa managed to make a chocolate frosticle. That was terrible, literally. And I'm so mad that, well, it is what it is. The winner is the Queen of Arendelle, the Queen of Ice, and took down the King of Ice. The winner is Elsa. Next time. Yo, Danny Phantom, he was just 14 when his parents built a very strange machine designed to view a world unseen. When it didn't quite work,